Daisies blooming, sundress swaying in the breeze. I can't stop staring. You've put a spell on me, and I hope that you never decide to set me free. The way you're moving, it's got me moving my own feet. The greatest feeling that I could ever dare to dream is you forever moving next to me. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. The leaves ain't waiting, their colors changing like the times. And I'm taking, darling, would you be mine? And I hope you know I will love you for the rest of my life. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. You got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two.
Welcome to my cluttered garage. I'm really glad you're here. A place where we can laugh and talk and days are filled with cheer. The clouds and sun may come and go, but one thing's always clear. Welcome back, my friend. You know I'm really glad you're here. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, my friends. And welcome to Livestream number 113. It's Monday, of course, April 10th, 2023. And we are well into springtime here. It's coming hard and it's coming fast. I know a lot of you have snow that you're still dealing with, but not the case here. It's had a couple cold days and now it's warming up. And Friday, we're looking at like 85 degrees. It's kind of crazy. Just kind of crazy. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you coming back on this Monday night. And I'm looking forward to our discussion tonight, which is going to be between me and you. So I'm counting on your live chat to stir up the conversation. And I'll just fill in here and there. And we'll talk for the next hour or so. Well, less than an hour. And then we'll be on our merry way to start out our week as we do. So there we are. Live stream number 113. Can you believe it? I just talked about tonight's show. We're going to talk about springtime projects. If you watched the video that I released this afternoon, we did some mowing on a 2-acre meadow using the Kubota B2601 and the Bush Hog brand Squealer SQ480 rotary mower. Bush Hog is like the nickname of all rotary mowers. You know, Bush Hog is the brand name, just like Kleenex is the brand name for tissue. But someone will say, pass me a Kleenex. So Q-tip for another one. You know, they're not all Q-tips, but Q-tip's the name brand. So Bush Hog kind of has that market, I guess. So people tend to refer to rotary mowers as Bush Hogs. But I actually got a genuine Bush Hog brand, so I can call it a Bush Hog legally. I'm allowed to. So we'll be talking about that. We like to talk about gardening and tractors and projects and life in the country. If you're new to the live stream, that's what we do. Also, if you're new to the live stream, say hi in the live chat and let us know that it's your first time here on the live stream. Also, let us know how you found the channel and the live stream. Was it through YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? You name it. We got it. We're out there. So whatever brought you here tonight, thank you for being here. And again, we're only here for 1 hour. We meet every Monday night that we can, which is mostly every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we meet for just an hour. So it's a great way to start off the week. Great for me. I hope you enjoy it. I think a lot of people do because so many of you come back each week. So that is that's why we're here. Also, if you click that thumbs up, I know people have been reminding folks in the live chat to do so. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Apparently, it makes a difference. And then later on, we'll be doing a sticker giveaway as we do each Monday night. And tonight, I'll be doing the special edition, limited edition 25K celebration sticker. It's a nice one. It's metallic. So, looking forward to giving that away tonight to someone out there. During tonight's show, if you have a question, post it in the live chat so we can see it. It's good if you type out the word question followed by your question, and then we'll tend to see that. I do have a question for you. A few of you have told me that you ordered this special edition 25K t-shirt, and we use Teespring, which is now just called Spring. It's connected to the YouTube merch shelf or whatever. So that's why I use Teespring, and it's linked to shopmcg.com. But some folks have said, and we kind of warned you about this, that they're not getting their orders quickly. Others have ordered. I ordered the mugs. In fact, Gary won one of the mugs, and he received multiple mugs. So Teespring kind of messed up there, and they sent him more than one. Congratulations, Gary. So mugs have gone out. That one of the T-shirts I know that I gave away was delivered, but I'm disappointed that people have not been getting their merchandise as quickly as they should. And I don't know why there aren't more options for connecting merchandise to the YouTube store. I really like the way Teespring works. It's just maybe they're in over their head and just can't keep up with demand. I don't know, but that's not acceptable. And I apologize if you have supported the channel by ordering any of this merchandise and not getting it quick enough. So again, sorry for that. This is the shirt I was talking about. I made this special edition shirt, hashtag MCG Tube on the front, and on the back it has the logo and the 25K YouTube subscriber little celebration there. So that's what that is. Anyway, apologies for not getting your stuff. I'm going to lose that banner. There we go. Comments. John, what is that with the super chat? That's really, really kind. Really appreciate that. I would share this on the screen, but I can't find it. Where is it? There it is. There it is. That's nice. What? No comment? Anyway, thank you for that. I don't even know what that's for, but that's really kind. I see. I'm sorry. I see some comments here, so I'm trying to read along all the comments. Again, the video I put out tonight was Ann mowing with the Kubota B2601 and using the bush hog. She loves to mow. If you watch that video, that's what I talked about, is how much she loves to mow. She joked that one day she wanted to retire and just mow golf courses. So if you have a golf course in the area, she will mow it. Thank you, Linda, for bringing that up. I did want to talk about that. Let's talk about it now before I lose this comment. If you joined last week, my sister Linda was my guest. So how fun is that? And she's a beekeeper. She keeps some hives here on our property as well as some others in the area. And of course, her property as well. She has a lot of hives there. But I want to thank you all because I received a lot of comments from people who really enjoyed watching Linda talk about bees. And we'd like to do more content on that if you're interested. I even had some neighbors tell me that they tuned in and watched it and really enjoyed Linda's information. Not to mention, Linda, you are really, I get maybe it's the teacher coming out in you or the fact that you've been, I don't know if it's called raising these bees for so long. You know your stuff. You're really good at that. And it's fascinating to talk to you about beekeeping. So thanks for that. Meanwhile, I'll see who else is here. Everybody, there's Lori and Jalen Outdoors and Bob and Mike and David from RCAF Polar Express saying, yes, that was an outstanding bee live stream. Well, thank you for that, David. And I would like to do more content on that. I told Linda, now, not that Linda isn't already busy enough with the bees, she's got chickens and horses. They have a big property. She has eggs and chickens. She raises meat birds. I told Linda that she could start a YouTube channel and would have a good following because people would really enjoy seeing all the projects that she does. And I know it's one more thing to bring around a camera. Believe me, I've said before, whenever I do a project and I record it, it slows the project down. It takes twice as long to do a project, maybe even longer. So, but I think if you wanted to, Linda, you definitely have content for a channel. Lori really enjoyed the bee information. Joe would like to see harvesting the honey, and I think that'd be neat too. I know Linda's got the spinner, not only harvesting the honey, but once she gets the honey, she puts it in a spinner and separates it and does not heat it or boil it in any way because her honey is organic, raw, just the way you want it. I know not certified organic. That's a whole process that people have to go through, but regardless, it's organic any way you put it. So a lot of the honey you get in stores, I've heard it could have sugar added to it. It could have been boiled, and that just changes things. So yes. And right, Phil, Linda should for sure start a YouTube channel. I think you could do it, Lynn. So what else? Like, what's happening with your weather out there? I saw that Ross posted a video. He went away for the day and came back to this horrible, horrible storm with trees falling down. His son happened to catch the one tree falling as it happened. What a mess. And I'm sorry for that old man Winter was just hitting hard on his way out the door. He wasn't leaving nicely, but hopefully he's gone. And what do we call spring and summer? We have old man Winter. Do we have like Lady Spring or I don't know. There's old man Winter. There's Father Time, Mother Nature. We have Mother Nature. That's a good one, but there's I don't think there's anything for summer or spring or fall. I don't know. Hey, I've got TikTok Live going on over here too on a separate little phone. So TikTok's just watching behind the scenes, not really talking to TikTok. But right now I'll talk to TikTok and say thank you for watching from that device over there. It's just something fun to do. So Ross said, yes, the snow is melting. Yeah, you did a short video on that today, which did really well for you. So good to see that. And I saw, I think GP did a video recently, and he was trudging through some snow too. And John Ritter, right? Didn't you have some more snow, John? I know you guys went somewhere. I don't know. I can't keep up with everybody. It's just too hard to do. But the season is changing. I'm reading some comments now. That's why we're not making eye contact at this moment. Woodster 300 was able to get the yard cleaned up over the weekend. Now waiting game for the grass to turn green. And it is happening fast. We did our first mow. Not only that meadow, but we mowed the yard as much as we could as well. And that first mow, it really is crummy. You know, when spring comes in, the grass comes in kind of all blotchy. You have these gray, brown areas, and you have these green stalks that are so tall. So it takes a few cuts to get things really evened out. and going nicely. But we did that. But the problem is that I experience here is that the ground is still wet. So the grass, as soon it's like when the sun comes out and it gets warm, I feel like you can almost see the grass growing before your eyes. The grass grows thick and tall. You end up with 12 inches of grass, but underneath it's still wet. Like I got the mower stuck the other day trying to go around an area and it just sunk in some mud. So if you wait for the ground to dry out, now your grass is 3 feet tall and you can't use your mower, your finish mower, or, lawn tractor, whatever. Um, it wasn't a problem in the meadow because it was just that was tall grass anyway. We're just bush hogging it to get it down. But your finished lawn is a little different story. So, but we got the first cut done around the house, and it really looks nice. We still have a lot to do with. I was just walking up by the arborvitae. Remember last summer when Ann got all fancy and bought 65 arborvitae or whatever it was? She came home from the nursery and she's like, "Hey, I pre-ordered some arborvitae." I'm like, "Great." And then we're driving there and she's like, "By the way, it's like 65 of them, or maybe it was 45. I don't know, but it was a lot." And that was a fun video. You can search that one on the channel too to find the planting of the arborvitae. I think it's the thumbnail is me using a backhoe to plant the arborvitae. But so the grass is growing up all around them now. So we need to mow those, but you can't really mow with a machine. So I got to get in there with a trimmer. But we were worried that we lost the arborvitae this winter because we had just planted them last summer. We watered them as they say you should daily for a few weeks. And then this winter, they just turned brown. Not totally brown, but brownish. And we thought maybe we lost them. But then I was driving around and I saw other properties and theirs turned brown too. So I said, I think that they are just dormant and turned a little bit brown. And sure enough, already this spring, they're starting to green up. So I think we have not lost any of the arborvitae, which is really a good sign. We also, now these arborvitae we planted all along the road in front of the property as a kind of a fence, because privacy. That's what they're for, really, privacy wall. But we just want the property to be kind of self-contained. So fortunately, we did not have much or any. I don't think we had any plowable snow this winter. And because they're along the road, I think one of the big dangers is if you have plowable snow, the snow blade pushes the snow off the road mixed with salt. The salt kills the trees. That can be a problem. In fact, I have wire, cattle wire, along the road, and it's been there for 25 years when we used to have sheep on the property. But I noticed that the galvanized cattle wire along the road is all rusty, and I think that's because of the salt from the road. Everywhere else on the property, it's still galvanized steel, but that along the road, it's all pitted and damaged. So that's strong stuff. So we got through the first winter, and I think that's a good sign because now this spring, I think that those arborvitae will really establish the root system, and it'll be fun to see how much they grow this first season because they apparently can grow like a foot a year or more. So yeah. And John there, hopefully no more snow clearing videos. All right, he's ready to move on to spring projects to get going. So good for you, John. We're looking forward to seeing your spring project videos. All right. Yeah, Mead's outdoor life. My yard would turn brown mud if you tried mowing it right now. That's the problem, right? This one section, it was so like I just sunk as soon as I pulled it. I had to get the mule and pull out the mower because it was just so stuck. And Ed Joyce says that Colleen is spreading mulch, and you watch her spread mulch. Here's a lesson I learned, a springtime project lesson you might find handy. One year we had an early spring, like it was like March, the weather turned. And here's a couple lessons for you. It was March. We were getting like 70-degree days. I got excited and I went out and I rototilled the front field. And I even planted corn probably late March because it was so warm. And I thought, all right, spring is here. And then it turned in April, the weather turned bad again. And I think I know I planted stuff too soon. So that was one lesson. But as far as mulch goes, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was thinking of. That's what I wanted to say to you, Ed and Colleen, and anybody else out there. So another time, uh, spring came early. We got overly ambitious because it just does something to you when the weather changes. We got bags and bags of mulch. We mulched flower beds. We mulched around the trees. And here's the thing, I learned later that there's apparently a rule of thumb that you should not do your landscaping until after Memorial Day, which is, when is that? May something? When's Memorial Day? Hey Siri, when is Memorial Day?
Memorial Day is on Monday, May 29th, 2023.
Monday, May 29th. That's when people open their pools. That's when people do maintenance. And that's because like we've got these big silver maples. Remember, like the one we had cut down? Well, we have other ones on the property. Maples, they make those seeds, the little helicopter seeds or Pinocchio nose seeds, and they drop. And we've got this pin oak that creates almost like a Spanish moss. It's not though, but it just makes this stuff, and it drops everywhere. And it does all this April, May. You can see some of the maple trees have these clusters of seeds on them now. They're all going to fall. They're going to fill the gutters up. They're going to fill the flower beds up. They make a mess. So we made the mistake of spreading mulch one year before all that happened, and then the stuff fell on it and messed it up. So now we know, wait until after Memorial Day, let all that garbage fall off the trees, and then you can rake and blow it out, and then do your landscaping. So not to rain on your parade there, Colleen, but I hope you're not in an area where that's going to be a problem for you. So that was a long explanation of waiting for Memorial Day. Did I say Labor Day? I don't know what I said, but it's Memorial Day we're talking about. Okay. Here's a question about a tractor question from When Work is Play. Ben wants to install a hydraulic thumb on the B2601 backhoe. So if anybody has any advice for Ben, I don't, because I'm not sure exactly how that all works. I would assume when you have a backhoe, don't you need rear remotes for that to work, or is that something different? Something to do with rear remotes, or do you use a third function and a diverter for the thumb on the back? I can't answer your question, Ben, but I guarantee somebody here can and will. So good luck with that. And other projects that we've got planned. Well, it's. Oh, I was going to talk about this in a second. I was going to say it's like Groundhog Day, but it's seasons. Every year, so many limbs fall throughout the year. It's just natural that lower limbs on trees die off. They drop in the wintertime. We've got so much cleanup, and there's not even, it seems like there aren't that many trees around the house and the property, but we end up gathering so many limbs and branches. So I'll be running the wood chipper, which I absolutely love. I've been trying to do that more than making piles to burn. First of all, burning is not always the safest thing because you have to make sure there's not wind, that you don't have a neighboring property you can catch on fire or anything. I love burning piles, but we would collect so much that we'd have this pile the size of a car. And a couple times, you make that pile, then you burn it down, you gather more. It's so much. That wood chipper on the back of the tractor is awesome. I mean, you just grind up these limbs. It makes a nice pile of mulch, but nowhere near the size that you'd have with a burn pile. And then you can use those wood chips for paths, flower beds, whatever. It's really nice. So I'm looking forward to using the wood chipper pretty soon because we'll be clearing some limbs and whatnot. There's always so much to do with that. That's a common project. And then we start the mowing season. We're just maintenance around the pond, out in the fields, the mowing, keeping the ditches clear, because things just take off amazingly. So Uh, so Ross, I guess somebody else answered the question about the hydraulic thumb. Ross is saying, I don't see a need for a hydraulic thumb on the backhoe. The bucket is limited range. Setting a thumb in the center seems to work just fine for most needs. Oh, so a manual thumb, just a fixed thumb. Yeah, Jalen saying, why hydraulic and not mechanical? Maybe on a small backhoe like that, it's really not that beneficial. But if you have like a bigger machine or a Mini X or something, maybe a hydraulic thumb would make sense. But apparently, maybe not so much on that machine. Possibly. Again, I don't know. Okay. That's good to know. Those arborvitae grow fast. Kudzu, I didn't know that. I don't know about that, but uh, it's going to be exciting to see them grow and fill in. Looking forward to it. And Worcester saying it's extremely dry in southern New Hampshire. So it's bad fire danger. You have to be careful for that. I've been fortunate so far. I did melt the siding on my house once, but I get a little overexcited about fires. As a kid, how old was I? I don't know, 4th grade, 5th grade. My friend and I were out by the garage, and it was a little pine area. So there were pine needles over the ground, and we would throw a match on the pine needles, and they would light on fire and start to spread. And then we would throw a cinder block on top and put them out. And it was just kind of fun playing with the fire. And one time we let the range of the fire get a little bit too big, and dropped the block, and it actually blew the flames out and caught more pine needles on fire. And before we knew it, this whole pine area was burning. It was near the garage. There was a 300-gallon gasoline tank alongside the garage. I ran in the house, yelling to my mom that there was a fire. Her friend was visiting. They both ran outside, and they were getting 5-gallon buckets and the hose and dousing it with fire. And it was just chaos. And I was horribly embarrassed as a kid, but that we almost burned the garage down. It's funny now when you look back on it and talk about it. We still laugh about that, my friend and I, who happens to be he's a judge now. He's up there, but he was almost booked as a fire starter. So the crazy things we do. Anyway, kids love playing with fire. What can you say? That's the beauty of being a grown-up. You get to do those irresponsible kid things, but now you're a grown-up, so you're allowed to do them. So, all right. There you go. There's a suggestion from David about Joe from Steel to Wood made a mechanical thumb, homemade. So you can check that out if you go from Steel to Wood and search up his channel for that. Hello there, Andy Tommy Tips. Good to see you tonight. Question from Tractor Time with Big E. Where's my hat? I don't have my hat on for the live stream, but I do wear my hat outside to keep the sun off. I wore a baseball cap as a kid quite a bit, which is probably a good thing. Because back when I was a kid, nobody used sunscreen. Well, that was just silly. We'd go around all summer long with no shirt on, no sunscreen, no seatbelts. We're older and wiser these days. I still don't use sunscreen. I should. Like if I go to the beach, I will put it on the tops of my ears and on the top of my nose and my cheeks, because when I smile, they get all red. And I was kind of red the other day from the sun. Not smart that way. Not smart. Kids today, like our daughter, when we see her with her kids, I mean, those kids are just like, they're like spray painted white when they go out the door all the time. Really good about it. They're also very fair skinned, so good protection for that. So, yes. All right. Well, let's see what else is going on here. Let me see if I have anything else to say. No. No, if you are looking for, and I'm not trying to sell stuff because I don't get anything for this, but on my videos now, I've been putting uh, in the description, you'll see discount codes. So there are several companies now, a few, who have offered discount codes for viewers. And again, I don't get any percentage of that. It's really just to help you. But like we announced here when Kenny was here, that you can save 5% at Bolt on Hooks with discount code MCG. Look in the description of the videos because another one is High C, which is HISEA. They sell work boots and work pants. I have some of the work pants and they're very comfortable. They're just like nylon or polyester, uh, but they're lightweight, pretty rugged. I like those. They sell like a muck boot, type boot. I shouldn't say that because muck is a registered trademark, but they make a boot similar to that uh, at a cheaper price and you can save, I think it's 15% for that one by using code MCG. And then I think Kenny from Saw Hall, there's a discount code at Saw Hall too. So remember to check those things and just again pull up one of the videos, look at the description, one of the recent videos, pull up the description, and you'll see in there that the different companies, and I'll put more in there if they come along. So it's nice to be able to pass that along. Good for the company, also good for you to save some money, and probably good for me in that when you enter that code, they'll at least know that the traffic came from me. Does it do anything for me? I don't know, but maybe in the future it would. Uh, so, so yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Tin Barn is late, but here. No worries, Tin Barn. We still got plenty of time. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Ross. Good question. I should have, you know what I should have done? Asking with this last video, how long did it take to cut the 2 acres with the 48 inch, Ross, 48 inch bush hog? I don't know. We were out there for several hours and did a couple hours on her own. And then she took a break and I took a turn to finish it up and probably spent another hour on that. Um, it took quite a while. Um, had to be, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours sounds like a long time for just 2 acres, but I swear I was out there an hour and I think she was out there well over an hour herself or about an hour as well. She did most of it. So I don't know. Maybe next time we mow it, if we do it again with that, we'll set a timer and see what it takes. But that was my takeaway on that video. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched tonight's video, my takeaway was that it takes a long time to mow a 2 acre pasture with with a 48 inch bush hog, and I'm pretty sure it's 2 acres. I mapped it out one time when I looked at the aerial map, but I don't know for sure. You want to wait a second? I'll figure it out right now. You got time, right? Let's see if I could just find out where I need to go here. All right, let's do this. You can't see what I'm doing, but what I'm doing here is I am using, this is pretty neat. If you go to Google Maps, you can look at either map view or satellite view. In map view, when you zoom in, you'll actually see the outline of the property, which is pretty accurate. Not as accurate as a survey, but it still shows property lines. So you can see the property line there. And then if you right click with your mouse, it'll ask you measure distance. That's one of the last options on there. So click measure distance, and then you start setting key points. Now, what I'm doing is I'm looking at this map of this property where the pasture is, and I'm kind of just clicking around it to see where the total, what it does, it gives you a length, and then if you connect the dots at the end, it gives you the total area. So now on live Almost Television will find out if I was right or wrong when I said 2 acres. I may have been wrong about that. So it's showing me here that that total area is 123,551 square feet, give or take. I just did the outline of where I could see clear grass or clear openness. So openness. Let's try this. Hey Siri, how many acres is 123,551 square feet?
123,551 square feet is 2.84 acres.
2.84 acres. So actually it was closer to 3. Thank you, Siri. Thank you, Ross, for bringing that up. So 2.8 acres, more than 2 3/4, more than 2.5, less than 3. We could round it up to about 3 acres. So there you go. Even more. So yeah, is that helpful? I don't know, but that's the answer. So 2.84 acres, give or take, is what that little meadow was that we mowed. That was fun. And see that? Chris was saying it looked like more than 2 acres. You got a good eye, Chris. It was more like 3. That's a big difference, really. That's like where's my math with that? 3 acres would be 50% more than 2 acres. Is that right? I think it would, because half of 2 is 1 plus 2 is 3. It's like 50% more. I think that's right. All right, so correction now. Now you know that it was more than that. All right. Very nice, Chev Head Ed. Received your stickers yesterday, the 25K sticker looks awesome that we're going to give away here shortly. Thanks for mentioning that. Appreciate it very much. All right. Tractor Time with Big E's asking about a compact track loader versus a compact tractor. Can't really tell you anything about that. I think it's pretty specific. I guess you're talking about like a, not a mini axe, more like a skid steer, I guess. 2 totally different machines, so they each have their benefits. Probably not too comparable, really, for most things. Let's see what else we have here. And then we'll do a sticker giveaway shortly. And then you can go on your merry way and finish your other Monday evening activities, whether it be dinner or watching other YouTube channels or watching more of my videos. That's always fun. Appreciate that. Okay, cool. So let's do something here. You know what that sound means? That means it's sticker giveaway time. Not many people have this sticker, so I think everybody that wants one can enter. If you already won one, you probably wouldn't enter because you wouldn't want to take, the chance away from somebody else now, would you? I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying you probably wouldn't want to do that. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to give the sticker away. If you are new to the channel, what you're going to do is you're going to type a phrase in the live chat exactly the way I show it to you, and then we'll do a random drawing live, and somebody will win this sticker or one exactly like it. So, ready for the phrase? Here you go. I always start the phrase with a hashtag because that separates it from other words that might have been in the live chat. Just something I learned from StreamYard. So in the live chat, if you want to win one of these stickers tonight, type the phrase hashtag B2601. Since we were talking about the tractor tonight, it can be an uppercase B or a lowercase b, doesn't matter as long as there's no space. Hashtag B2601. Start your entries now. Let's see those numbers jump up. There we go. They're coming in now. We'll leave this on the screen here for just a minute. Look how shiny it is. It's vinyl, but it looks like metal. And I did silver because it's 25,000, see? So like the 25th anniversary of something. 25K. It says it right there. 25K YouTube subscribers. We're up to 26 now, I think. Subscribers, that is 26,000. 26,000, I can give the exact number right now. 26,058 subscribers. So if you're new, thank you. Appreciate it. All right. It's loud, isn't it? Sometimes it's loud. I don't know why. All right. We're going to hit the draw button here momentarily. Just 40 entries. Hundreds of people watching and only 40 entries. Well, maybe some other people have won already. All right. Do it. Who's our winner tonight? Woodster 300, congratulations on being the sticker giveaway for this evening. Congratulations to you. You know the routine. Send me an email at contactmcgtv@gmail.com and let me know that you were the 25K sticker giveaway winner for this evening, Monday, April 10th. Live stream number 113. And need your name and your mailing address, and I will send this out to you very soon in the mail using the U.S. Postal Service. Hey, I sent a sticker to, or some stickers to our friend Joseph from Garden Tractor Boy. Remember, he joined us. Joseph and his father Ian run this YouTube channel called Garden Tractor Boy, and they are in the UK, in England. And he was a guest on the live stream. They're several hours ahead of us, so he stayed up super late, like midnight for us. He's, 15, 16 years old. Stayed up super late to join us on the live stream, which was a lot of fun. I sent him a note with some stickers in it. And when was he on here? 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago? He just got them. So it takes a long time to send stickers to the UK or to send envelopes to the UK. He just got them. So the good thing is they don't go bad. So yeah, well, congratulations, Woodster. Let's scroll through these comments now. Okay. I have to scroll past all the hashtag B2601s to see if there's any other comments or questions here tonight. More stickers received by Melody Hill Country Living. Well, find a good place to place those stickers. Yeah, Chris, it did look like you had it, didn't it? It was close. And sometimes it's kind of fun how the random comment picker or the giveaway tool kind of slows down. It feels like it sticks on a name and then keeps going. I don't know if that's built in or if that just happens, but it makes it kind of fun. For those of you who have asked about niece Rachel, thank you. Made me think of that when I just saw the little armband here. But I talked to her mother, my niece, the other day, and she said that Rachel is doing very well, still receiving treatments and doing well. So thanks to those of you who have reached out and asked about Rachel. The GoFundMe page is still active for them if you're interested in either donating or if you're interested in just reading any updates about Rachel. That's a good place to go. I will ask again any of my moderators if they have that bookmarked to share that link, or if anybody else has it, because I don't know where it is right now. I should have it bookmarked and ready to go. But guess what? I don't. So anyway, thanks for asking. There's a question, BT Handy. When is your last chance for frost date? I don't know when that is, but usually it's usually it would be the end of this month. I think we'd be pretty clear in May. We had a freeze warning the other night. It was like 80 degrees one day, and then the next night we got freeze warning. So that's how spring rolls. I didn't de-winterize the camper yet. No really rush for that. So it's not like, thank goodness I didn't do that. But the camper's winterized, and that can sit. We don't really use it for a while, and that's a good, fun little project to do that. I am glad I winterized it though, because we did have, even though we had mild winters, we had a couple days here where it was like 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Big deal for a lot of you, right? But that's pretty big deal here. 8 degrees, and my son had a pool filter at his house that wasn't drained completely. It snapped the line open, cracked it. So it's good to winterize the camper. Thank you, Chris, for sharing that link for Rachel. I appreciate it. I knew I could count on you. I knew I could. So, I see Anne even tried to win a sticker. Boy, how about that? Now, what if Anne would have won the sticker? Would I have to disqualify her? Because I could give her a sticker now if I wanted to. Not if I wanted to. If she really wants one, of course I would. Anyway, I don't know the rules on there. If I'd probably have to draw again. So, hey, Indy Tommy Tips has a sticker. He put it on his John Deere. That's great. Appreciate it, Tom. I hope you're doing well with that. I know that that's a new tractor for you. I forget what model it is. It's a subcompact tractor, John Deere, with a front end loader. You're going to love that thing so much, especially this summer. I think you just got it before the end of last summer, or maybe it was winter. You're just not going to believe how much you use that thing, for sure. That's the thing about tractors is, I've had tractors in the past. This one happens to be my first front end loader. I had a John Deere 2020 years ago, which was kind of too big, but it was a fun tractor. And I had a scraper blade on the back of it. I had a bush hog, aka rotary mower, for it, and not much else. I used it to scrape the driveway. I would scrape snow with it, a lot of mowing with it. But a couple things with that tractor. First of all, it didn't have a front end loader, which I thought at one time I'd want to find one for it. That never happened. It also did not have power steering. It was a diesel tractor, didn't have power steering. Really, I don't know why. I don't know why a tractor like that would not have had power steering. So it was a good tractor, but this one is my first actual front end loader. Years ago, it was not common to have tractors with front end loaders. We're lucky these days to have this equipment available. It just took a long time for tractor companies to come out with these machines that now I would venture to say that, Neil Messick would know the answer to this, but I bet you that more than 90% of compact and subcompact tractors are sold with a front end loader. I just bet you. I just feel it. I feel like that might be it. And it is a handy tool to have. I love it so much. As I mentioned in the video, though, if you watched tonight's video, and if you didn't, make sure you watch it after this. Tractors are not easy pieces of equipment to have. As I mentioned in the video, they are dirty. They have pinch points. Not really so much sharp edges, but don't get a tractor thinking that it's like a lawnmower that you just jump on and use. They are versatile, but with that versatility comes work with connecting attachments and doing different things like that. So you're going to get dirty. You're going to get pinched. You're going to get bruised. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to love your tractor. You're going to hate your tractor at times because the more you use it, it's just you're gonna get frustrated. There are things to make it easier, like putting a quick hitch on the back, which is a tremendous lifesaver. Doesn't work with my bush hog because you need some special kind of top link for that to work. I don't use it with my finish mower because that's easy to hook up without a quick hitch. But my rototiller, when I first got it, oh my gosh, it was just incredibly difficult to hook that thing up because it's so heavy, and you just can't maneuver things. I've seen people make like a dolly for their equipment, which is brilliant. If you have a shop with a nice concrete floor, you set your equipment, your box blade, your rototiller on a dolly with wheels, and then you can kind of finagle it into place. Brilliant. Love it. If I had a big shop with a concrete floor, I think I would do that. But even so, if you just have a shop with a concrete floor or a concrete pad on your property, and you can put the equipment on the concrete pad, at least then you're backing up to it and you're level. You might be able to force it a little bit to slide it into place, but that would help a lot. But a lot of my stuff, I just set it down in the dirt, and then if you disconnect it, it drops to one side. And then when you go to reconnect it, your arms are not level, and you're trying to fight with one side then the other. It's just a lot of work. As Phil says here, PTOs are a pain. I've seen these products out there, these quick connect PTO devices. I've never used one, so I can't knock it, but I'm not totally sold on them yet because I don't have a problem. One of my biggest problems is rotating the PTO to get the spline lined up. And if you have, for instance, the rototiller is sitting on the ground, I can't rotate the PTO I can't rotate the drive shaft because the rototiller is on the ground and it won't rotate. My tractor does not have an easily movable PTO. I found that if I turn the tractor off, engage the front PTO, that releases the rear PTO, but it still doesn't spin easily. So even if I had one of those quick connect PTO devices, it lines up, but then you have to rotate it to get it into place. And my biggest problem is rotating it to get it into place. So they're just a lot of work. So I had a friend call me one time, and she has a tractor, and she's like, "What is the deal with this PTO?" And I was sending her. I had not seen her tractor before, so I sent her a link from Ask Tractor Mike, because he did a nice video about the different types of PTO connections, because you have the single pin that you push down and slide it in. There's one where there's a collar, you turn it and put it in, and then the one on my bush hog is terribly frustrating. It's the type where you have to pull the ring back, and while you're pulling it back, you're trying to push the drive shaft onto the PTO, and it's counterintuitive, counterproductive, and it's just frustrating is what it is. And you just have to take a breath, take your time, and connect it. So, okay. Yep. Otherwise, that's kind of what we've been working on. The video before the last video, I had installed a newly designed brush guard from Messick's for the B2601. Years ago, when I first got the B2601, I fabricated that custom grill protector brush guard, which I love. I still love the look of that. But Messick sent me this new grill guard that they've made in America, made locally, I think. And it's bolt-on. You have to drill 4 holes in it, but it's a bolt-on unit, and it's pretty slick. It's really heavy duty, and if you are not into fabrication, If you don't want to weld your tractor, you certainly could check that out because it's great protection for the grill, and I like it a lot. So I'll be leaving it on there. You'll probably see it in some of the videos. In fact, I think I had a close up on the mowing video just because I thought it looked cool from the front. But that was one of the other videos. So that's what we did there. And then stay tuned for more content this summer. I'm hoping to have lots of fun content this summer with some new projects that are top secret. So stay tuned for that. But it'll be fun to do some work this summer, even again with the wood chipper and mower, all that good stuff. Rototill. It'll be time to rototill soon. Planting flowers. We love cosmos and zinnias. That's it's like planting weeds, and they just grow beautifully. So we'll try and get Anne on screen some more because she likes doing all that kind of stuff. Not only mowing, but she loves planting flowers and growing them and all that as well. So, well, listen, thanks for being here. Again, another Monday night. Great way to start off the week. I hope that you have a great week. I don't know any fun facts for today, but I hope you had a great Easter, Passover, whatever you celebrated. If you don't celebrate anything at all, I hope you enjoyed the weekend and had a good weekend. So thank you to you all. And I really look forward to seeing you next time.